Hello friends, warm greetings from TNV Academy. Today in this session we are going to discuss about the difference between OHSAS 18001 and OHSMS, that is ISO 45001. So we will be looking at the key differences between the two and what ISO 45001 standard tells about. So let's begin our discussion. To prevent and limit on-site work incidents, business can receive certification in a standard for occupational health and safety management. Two well-known standards are ISO 45001 and OHSAS 18001. ISO 45001 is the new ISO standard for occupational health and safety. It is set to drastically improve levels of workplace safety and productivity, with an emphasis on management, commitment, work involvement, and risk control. ISO 45001 aims to prevent work-related injuries, illnesses, and fatalities by specifying requirements for an occupational health and safety management system. This new standard, which replaced OHSAS 18001, follows the approach of other management systems such as ISO 45001 and ISO 9001. While ISO 45001 draws on certain aspects of OHSAS 18001, it is a new and distinct standard, not a revision or update. Businesses will need to ensure their current thinking and worksite safety practices are in order to maintain organizational compliance. The main difference between the two standards is ISO 45001 takes a proactive approach that requires hazard risks to be evaluated and remedied before they cause accidents and injuries, while OHSAS 18001 takes a reactive approach that focuses solely on risk and not solutions. So where does the two versions differ? Let's have a discussion. The first one is management commitment. In ISO 45001, management commitment is central to the standard's effectiveness and integration. The shift in the new standard is toward managerial ownership. The safety culture of the organization is to be supported by the engagement of management with workers and demonstrated by a top-down emphasis. Instead of providing oversight of the program, management should be true safety leaders. This means an active participatory role in the organization's safety and health for C-suite and those in management. Protection of workers as well as performance improvements are roles and leadership under the new ISO 45001. The second one is workers' involvement. Workers also have broader participation in the new standard, with employees working with management to implement the safety management system SMS. Employees should be provided training and education to identify risk and help the company create a successful safety program. Internal audits and risk assessment results should be openly shared with workers and allow for employee input. According to ISO 45001, the responsibility of safety management belongs to everyone in the organization. The third one is risk versus hazard. ISO 45001 follows a preventative process, which requires hazard risk to be evaluated and remedied as opposed to hazard control under OHSAS 18001. Think of the new standard as proactive rather than reactive. In adopting ISO 45001, your organization will find and identify potential hazard risk before they cause accidents and injuries. Audits, job safety analysis, and monitoring of workplace conditions will be vital to ensure the proactive approach prescribed by ISO 45001. The fourth one is a structure. One obvious and important difference between ISO 45001 and OHSAS 18001 is the structure. The new standard is based on Annex SL, which replaced ISO Guide 83 and applies a universal structure, terminology, and definitions. You are probably well familiar with this structure if you also use Other systems such as ISO 9001 and ISO 14001. Through using the same structure, multiple management systems are easier to implement in a more streamlined and efficient way. Ultimately, ISO 45001 can be best summarized as a whole company proactive approach to incorporating a safety culture. It is a framework that can take your organization to the next level in safety and health. There are some changes in the terminology as well. There are several new definitions in the ISO 45001. Three key definitions are worker, workplace, and contractor. Worker, person performing work and work-related activities under the control of the organization. This means that it can be paid or unpaid, regular or temporary workers, includes workers from external providers, contractors, individuals, and situations where the organization has some degree of control over the workers, such as agency workers. Workplace, place under the control of the organization where a person needs to be or to go by reason of work. Contractor, external organization providing services to the organization at a workplace in accordance with agreed specifications, terms, and conditions. Services may include construction activities. There are several common terms used throughout Annex SL for ISO 45001, including interested party, person or organization that can be affected by or perceive itself to be affected by a decision or activity. Documented information, information organizations are required to control and maintain, including the medium on which information is contained. Top management, person or group of people who direct and control an organization at the highest level. Injury and ill health, adverse effect of the physical, mental, or cognitive condition of a person. Competence, ability to apply knowledge and skills to achieve intended results. Occupational Health and Safety Management System OHSMS or OH, management system or part of management system used to achieve the OHS policy. Policy, intentions and directions of an organization as formally expressed by its top management. So we have now come to the conclusion of this session. In case you have any questions or queries regarding what we have discussed today, then please put them in the comment section of the video and we will be really happy answering them. Till we meet next, it's best wishes from TNV Academy. Thank you.